Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, Ron here at Ablesys. Welcome to the webinar. We'll go over the charts here and look at the signals. Intraday trading today. We like the mini Nasdaq. That's our favorite because it has volatility where there's able to make some profits, and yet it's fairly smooth compared to the other markets. And today was a really good day today. Yesterday was a choppy day. You know me by now. I tell it like it is. This is all about real life trading. It's not about exaggerating or anything like that. Yesterday was a choppy day, but today, boy, we made that up and a lot more. It was a really good day today of some beautiful trends. And the software kept us in these trends a long way. And just get scared out, and jump in and jump out because it came back a little bit. And I'll show you the chart. It was good stuff. And of course, it's been great for 2 years now, really. We're on a heck of a run here, and we'll take a look and see what it looks like. Just as well, if you like longer term trading, like I do for retirement accounts and all, this is one of my favorite ETFs, IWY, and I want to show this because yesterday and the day before we had two big down days in a row, especially yesterday. You got the weekly, monthly chart, which is what I like for longer term trading, where you only have to make maybe 1 or 2 trades a year. It's great for retirement accounts. All you had was just a green bar. It didn't even break below support because the blue dots is support, stops or blocks the price from going lower. The bigger dot is the monthly. These are the weekly. So the weekly charts work really well for longer term trading. This is a weekly, monthly combination. Again, the bigger dots are the monthly, the smaller dots are the weekly. You simply have to have the colors the same. If any red shows up, no good. We're out, or it's a no trade zone as far as a red price bar. So as a red price bar comes in, we would exit the trade. But we would, this is from a year ago. This is just up and away it goes. So now take a look at those weekly and monthly charts for long-term trading. It works really well. And then if you want more of a, get in and out in a few weeks kind of a trade, you can use a daily, weekly chart, which works excellent. And we have the win tick report every day. It gives you all the new buy and all the new sell signals that came into the market. Because there's 10,000 stocks. How do you know which one to trade? I wouldn't either. Nobody would. You don't want to get into something that's up, 20, 30, 40%. A lot of people say, wow, look at these charts. They look great. But I just got able trend recently. How do I find one of these, big trends? Well, nobody knows at the time if it's going to be a big trend or not. Obviously, nobody knows that. That's why we're very mechanical. There's no thinking involved with able trend. That's the best part about it. Because if you or I or anybody thinks, we get in trouble. Then we start trading our emotions and not trading the charts. Guaranteed loser. Can't win. Nobody can. So you just have to be very mechanical. Trust the charts. They're working for 20 years. They're not going to stop working today all of a sudden because you or I are using it. You just have to be very robotic about it. Like I always hear me say that probably 1,000 times now, all these years. You just have to be a robot. That's how you become successful. A lot of people say, how do you win with trading? How do you, 80, 90% of losers? Yeah, I agree. That's probably pretty accurate because people wind up trading their emotions, not the charts. That's the hardest part. Otherwise, everybody'd be sitting in front of a computer trading. Was that easy, right? You just have to follow it along and be very mechanical, almost emotionless. Okay, so we're going to jump in here. I'm on Eastern, so you could see 9:30 here is when the market opened. We had a triple confirmation sell signal. not much. I mean, it started to go well there. You know, we're looking for red bar, red dot, red X. We do not take any trade. There's no exception unless it's for short. Red bar, red dot, red X. The small X is the 2-minute signal, and it's red, so that means, you know, downtrend. The 3-minute X is the bigger X is the 3-minute signal. The 1 minute, the smaller dot is the 1 minute. So we have 3 time frames combined into one chart. That's what makes it so low risk, makes it so valuable, so special compared to everything else, especially free indicators, MACDs and moving averages and all that other stuff. I mean, just that's a total waste of time. That's why they're free. Not many things free, you know, are of value, especially when you have thousands of dollars, if not millions, you know, at risk in the markets. So we've got a triple confirmation sell signal. Starts to go down, pops back up. We're going to lose on that. Here's the previous higher red dot. So we're stopped out right there. So we lost a few points on that trade. Let's call it 5 or 6. I always like to stretch the losses and narrow the gains, not the opposite. And, you know, like everybody who likes to exaggerate everything. Triple confirmation buy signal. This was a big one right here. You've got blue bar, blue dot, and a blue X. It just doesn't get any simpler than that. It's triple confirmation. You've got 3 different time frames all agreeing it's going to go higher. And, you know, with an algorithm with a 20-year track record, I'm pretty pumped up about that. So there you go. Up and away it goes. Now, stops go on the second lower small blue dot below the price. So example, like we're starting to get up in this area. Let's just say right here. You say there's a blue dot below, and then there's a second level down. They kind of look like you're walking up steps. The stop goes 2 steps down. 2 steps down, never on the blue dot below the price. Now, at this point here, we got a heck of a profit going, and you got 2 green bars. I got my stop down here. We're in at 32. My stop's at 38. Okay, got 6 points. It's $120 in 15 minutes. Nobody, not be happy about that. However, the price is up here at, 50. Geez, I got 300 in profit, but my stop is way down here. Has a lot of give back in case it shoots down. And when you're looking at this live and see the green bars, like right here, 1 green, and it's pulling back, 2 greens, and my stop is here. I've got 15 points profit. I say anything over 10 points, let's get that stop closer so we have less give back on the trade. So what we're going to do, and by the way, this is the way you trade any chart, except the daily, weekly, or the weekly, monthly. We don't use the 2 green bar exit. We keep it really simple. Your stop just goes at the second lower small blue dot below the price. That's it. Really simple. Okay? This is for day trading any chart, any market in the world. This is how you do it. I'm using the NQ because I'm being very consistent, as I should be. I show the same chart now for like 10 years because this is by far, in our opinion, the easiest, and shouldn't use the word easy because there's nothing easy in trading, the easiest one to trade, the smoothest. That doesn't mean it's easy. I'll guarantee you that. They'll be losing trades. Count on that because I can give you a written guarantee they'll be losing trades. Here's 2 green. I'm putting that stop 1 point below. So let's say we got the stop at 47. I'm moving the stop down here at 38 all the way up to 47. I got a lot of protection on this trade right now. Cannot lose on the trade. I have just locked in a guaranteed 14 points. That's $280 is guaranteed to me. Just put the stop in. Now the dots are going higher. Always make sure you're at the second lower small blue dot. There's like now when the price is there at 60, I got my stop here at about 49. Now keep it up 2 more greens. Well, I don't want to have my stop at 49. Greens means could pull back, means sideways. So now I've got the stop here at 57. I'm in at 32. I mean, this is getting crazy now. This is really getting fun. Okay, I got 20, I got 500 profit guaranteed into this trade. And look at this thing go. I mean, this is fun. There's two more greens. By the way, the stop is now at 62. Okay, just guaranteed 40 points, 800. There's two more greens. I want to get that stop a little higher. So I just got about a 1 point low. Let's put it at 65. Okay, I'm 800 guaranteed on the trade. Using Able Trend Signal today. There's two more greens. Stop out right there at 68. I'm in a 32. It's 36 points profit. Let's just call it 30. Okay? I mean, at $20 a point, I'm pretty happy with that. Obvious no trade zone. You've got resistance above, you've got support below. You've got red and blue on the chart at the same time. The sufferer is telling us do nothing. It's too risky to trade. Let everybody else get beat up in a choppy market who doesn't have Able Trend. We've been alerted of a choppy market before it starts, not after the fact that we've already lost. There's another triple confirmation buy signal. Up and away we go. Let's just keep it simple here. We're out on the red bar. I pick up another 5 points. Well, that's another 100. Triple confirmation buy signal again. Oh, it's about 10 to 12 Eastern time. Okay, we're in at 93. Let's call it 94 because I like to exaggerate it a little bit to the losing side, not to the winning side like everybody else tries to do. Out at the red bar there. Actually, we're even out on a 2 green bar exit here. I'm just keeping it real simple because I'm 15 minutes into it, and that's my allotted time. All right, so there's another 7 or 8 points. I'll just make it 5. It's another $100. We're up about 1,000 right now. This is, of course, the no trade zone between 12:30 and 2 Eastern. Now, this trade came in like about 10 to 2. So, you're close enough to 2 o'clock. Hey, you know what? We're taking it. And that's Eastern. So that would be 11 Pacific. And this one went up very nicely. There's another 12 to 13 points. I'm going to just make it 10 instead of, 13. So we'll just call it 10. Another 200. We're looking at about 1,300 for the day right now. Just trading one contract. So that's per one contract. If you're 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, I mean, home run there. Triple confirmation, losing trade. It's about real trading here now. It's not about glossing over the losing trades, and only showing the winners. Wouldn't want that done to me. Okay, we lost 5 points on that trade. All right, so, we're up 1,200 or so. We gave 100 back. Obvious no trade zone. And look how accurate these X's are. Look how many times the prices came back down, hit the X, stopped twice, stopped, stopped, stopped. And we put those X's in there 10 minutes before that even happened. Remember, the blue dots and the blue X's are support. They stop or block the prices from going lower. So we would never, ever go short if there's a blue X below. We would never buy if there's a red X above. That's easy enough. We just want to make sure the colors are all the same for all the time frames. That's it. Let the algorithm do all the fancy calculations. Let it do all the heavy work, heavy lifting for us. We're just going to keep it really simple and look for triple confirmation before we make a trade. There is no exception to that. It has to be blue bar, blue dot, blue X, red bar, red dot, red X before we enter the trade. We're going to go long again over here. We're going to lose another 5 or 6 points. Let's just stretch it to 6 on that trade right there. The day is over. Great day today. Keep it simple. This is how the software works. I'll gladly do a live one-on-one trading session with anybody who's on a new trial. Trials are one time for new users only. You're welcome to do that at any time. Just when you get the trial and get it set up, tech support will help you get it set up. Although most people don't need any help, but if you do, we have tech support here to help. And then I'll do a live trading session. We'll look at the markets live, and we'll do a one-on-one trading session for you at any time. Be glad to help anytime. That's what I'm here for. Always glad to help. I got to really quickly I'm up against the clock here, and I'm going to just stay a little later anyhow. Thanks, Michael Z. And go and answer your questions really quickly. Nick, thanks for the webinar. Sweet spot trades. Okay, yeah, for sweet spots, and I go over that more in the advanced webinar, which is at this time on Thursday. The tick chart is confirmed by the time the first blue bar occurs after the sweet spot, or is it to take the kick after 2 or 3 bars when the tick finally confirms? Yeah. Well, you want the tick to confirm first because the tick chart is faster than a 1 minute chart. A 233 500 tick is much faster. It's like a half a minute on most of the time. So yeah, the tick chart already has to be long or short for a 1 minute, for the 1 minute, 1 minute, 3 minute sweet spot to be confirmed. Heinz, I'm on Eastern time, not Pacific. Eastern. I'm right outside of New York. So the times on the bottom here are all Eastern. 28 is the date, and then like 1338 is what? 138 Eastern. 1334, 1344, 1350. You can see the times on the bottom. Nick, just remembered you talk about street spot on Thursday. Yeah, sure, that's no problem. Heinz, how many ticks do you place to stop below the entry bar? It's the same rules as we've been talking about for years, and I've been saying in all the webinars and in all the everything. You put the stop one tick below the blue dot. If there's no lower blue dot, if there's a lower blue dot, then you put it there. But if it's more than 10 points, that's a $200 stop. It's a lot of money at risk. We then just put it 1 point, not 1 tick, 1 point below the bottom of the entry bar that has the triple confirmation. There's the blue bar, blue dot, blue X. Stop loss goes 1 point below the bottom of that bar. You click on the cross up top, you get to the bottom of the bar. It's at 92. Just put it a little bit lower. We're going to put it at 91. Hope that helps. The 140 trade, yeah, that one's a little tough, Michael Z. It was 140. You want to stretch it to 10 till, right in here. It only went up a couple of points at that point. You could take it. A little trade savvy is just kind of needed at that time because technically it was before 2 o'clock. If it's something 10 to 2, 5 to 2, and you see a triple confirmation lined up, I was watching that one live. This is what gave me the clue. Was the 3-9 chart. This is what gave me the clue, Michael. The 3-9 was already long. When you see the 3-9, triple confirmation. Now the 1-2-3, triple confirmation, and it's a quarter to 2. Boy, that's just too many odds in our favor. So I like to look at the 3-minute chart to give me a little bit of a clue if we're going to 2 o'clock is the cutoff time. But if you've got a triple confirmation staring at your face and it's a quarter to 2 and the 3-9 agrees and the tick chart agrees, you know what? My trading intuition says it's time to, you know what? This one's worth taking the trade. And for that reason, the 3-9 was already long. This is exactly what I look at all day. And it's just personal preference. You could set up anytime, any way you like. This is what I like to look at. I got the tick chart for sweet spots. I got the 3-9 just as an overview. And being that the 3-9 was long, when the 1-3 kicked in, I says, all right, it's time to go. You're welcome, Michael. 1.4 ticks. Yes, Heinz. Yes, sir. Brian, my trial chart is not as tight as your chart, although I am viewing in, I'm trying to get what you're saying there. It's not moving. If your chart, it's just, something off on your chart, Brian, and that's what tech support is here for. Just give tech support a call. I'll gladly make sure that everything is working fine for you. John L., did you confirm any of the trades with the 500 tick? No, you don't use the 500 tick. You use the 233. See it up here? 233/500. That's for the sweet spots. They'll always be confirmed. On the 1 minute chart, the 233/500 will always already be long because that's will already be in the same direction because it's much faster. Tick chart is really only needed for the sweet spots. You can use them for the other ones also, for regular 1 minute, 1, 2, 3 charts. That's fine, but I'm just telling you, it'll already be long. So you don't need to take time out or get confused maybe by the tick chart because the tick chart will already be in the same direction as a 1 minute chart. But the sweet spots, the tick chart is a huge help. It's great. Love that sweet spots. Glenn, would you show the bar by bar entry process waiting for the, I'm not understanding that question, Glenn, sorry. I really got to go here, but okay. Brian, as a rule, does the 1, 2, 3 blue dot X have to be lined up directly on the, no, absolutely not. How can they, Brian? They'll never be lined up directly. The big X's are 3 minutes. They only come in every third bar. The little X's are 2 minutes. They only come in every 2 bars. So no, absolutely, they do not have to be lined up under the bar. They could be a bar or 2 before. That's perfectly fine. Glenn, I'm not understanding that question. It's all jumbled, and I don't have any idea what it's trying to say there. If you could type it in really quickly, I'll gladly go over to. I'll gladly take another minute out and do that for you. Yes, Heinz, I'll go into the sweet spot a little deeper on Thursday. Yes, sir. And the sweet spot's simple, and you can watch any of the previous webinars because I've mentioned it thousands of times before. A sweet spot is when the prices pull back down to the blue bar and it goes to the blue dot, and the bar goes from green back to blue again. Gotta try and find one here. It's usually a couple a day. This is pretty close. You can see the price goes down to the blue dot right here, and the bar goes from green, which means sideways, back to blue, which means it's going to go higher. So right there's a sweet spot. Pull back to support, and the bar goes from green to blue. That's a sweet spot. If you missed the beginning of the trade, that's where you could have gotten in. Hope that helps. 1341 trade to go long. I don't know what you mean, Glenn. I mean, I went over that one a couple times already. Right here. Right there. Not the first blue bar, but the second one. Why? Because it closes above the red X's. That's exciting. That's really odds tilted in our favor when the bar right there closes above resistance. And you easily had triple confirmation because you had it even the bar before it. So you had 1 minute saying go long, it's blue, it's going higher. 2 minute, it's blue, it's going higher. 3 minute, it's blue, it's going higher. Wow, you've got a lot of odds stacked in your favor. Plus, additionally, you are closed above the red X's. So now you're above resistance. Boy, the chart could talk and be screaming at us right there. The 3.9 was also long. I mean, you can't really get much better set up than that. That's pretty cool. There's the 3.9 saying it's going to go long, and of course the tick chart was already long. So you had just multiple charts, multiple time frames. It was just like it all came together. I remember watching that one, just saying, "Wow, this was just all coming together." Technically, it was a little before 2 Eastern, but when everything comes together and you're close to 2 o'clock, it'd be worth taking a chance on that one. Hope that helps. Thanks for being here, everyone. Have a good night. See you on Thursday.